Hello students, Mr. Tisdale here, and I want to go through the work for this week. And so we are into quarter 3 and week 4. So currently we are in the middle of our research project, and with our research project, you are a museum curator, which means you design the exhibits. And so you all have chosen a person, an organization, or a movement that has made a difference in our world. And you started your research. You had 5 citations on your works cited page that you turned in yesterday. That would be Tuesday. So we are ready to continue to move on. So part of your artifacts is infographic. And so what this week is focused on is designing an infographic. So in quarter 3, week 4, we'll start there. I'll go ahead and go to a week at a glance. We'll look at that first, and then we'll look at the assignments. So for quarter 3, you're going to complete 2 Edpuzzles. And what an Edpuzzle is, if you haven't done one before, is a video, but inside the video are questions. And so on a Google Doc, you will write your answers down to the questions. During the video, you'll be able to select it. But in order for me to see that you completed it, you need to go ahead and write it down on a Google Doc. So you'll have 2 Edpuzzles to complete. And the first one is titled Layout and Composition. And the second one is titled Typography. And so what you're looking at is how to aesthetically set up your infographic. There's one video you'll watch that's called the color theory video, and that helps you to choose the colors for your infographic. The final thing that you will work on is to construct an infographic, and you can use Canva or Piktochart, or if you have another idea, please let me know. Those 2 sources are found on the internet. You can do a search on Canva or Piktochart, and they both will come up. The infographic should contain 6 to 10 pieces of information from your research, and then also 6 to 10 pictures from your research. So you can create pictures, you can pull pictures in from Google, or that you find on the World Wide Web. It's up to you, but you need to have those things within your infographic. Going back to the folder, layout and composition. This is the first Edpuzzle that you will start to do. So I'll click on it right there. It says Edpuzzle. And so you'll start to watch the video, and where these little teardrops are, these are the questions. So go ahead and just write your answer on the Google Doc when you come to these questions. So that's the first one, layout and composition. The second one is typography. Here's the color theory video. Here are some infographic examples of what I'm looking for in your work. So infographics are pretty much a one-pager that talks about your topic. Of course, you have to have a title, and you add pictures to your infographic that goes along with what you are trying to educate us on. And like I said, this can be done in Canva. This can be done in Piktochart. One recommendation that I would like for you guys to do is to maybe start one and just save it so you can see how it saves, and to make sure you don't do a whole bunch of work and for some reason it doesn't save. And I know I'll have questions as you go through this about saving it. And you always want to try to save it as a JPEG. Then that way it saves as a picture and it's easier to upload. But if worst comes to worst, you could always complete it and then take a screenshot of it, save the screenshot, and then send that in to me. So going back to the folder, you have 2 Edpuzzles to complete. and write your answers on the Google Doc. Do them separately, please, because there's 2 separate turn-ins. Watch the color theory video. Here are some infographic examples, and then you want to go ahead and you want to complete your infographic by Tuesday. All right, I am here. If you need help, just feel free to message me on Microsoft Teams or send me an email. Also, anytime you have late work, I do not check late work unless you send me an email or message me on Microsoft Teams. So if you're wondering why your grades look like they do and you handed in something, it's because you did not tell me, and I don't go back and look all the time for late assignments. All right, that's all I have for now. I'll talk to you later.